gluten-free. A lot of people are doing it these days, but should you be doing it? Today I'm going to break down what gluten is, what the side effects are for people who have an intolerance to gluten, and the next steps that you can take in order to understand if gluten is something that you should be considering to limit or to take out of your daily diet. So first of all, what is gluten? Well, gluten is found when glutenin and gliadin, which are two proteins, are bound together with starch. They're found in the seed of plant-based grains such as wheat, barley, rye, and some oats. So they're considered an elastic protein because they help to bind food together. So a lot of foods that we've come to know and love in our daily diet have gluten in them. So how do you know if you should be limiting your gluten? Well, first of all, a lot of people are able to eat gluten with no trouble at all. But some have an intolerance to gluten. So that means that they have a reaction. Their digestive system, their processing systems don't have a fondness for the gluten. And so it causes them to feel constipated, bloated, gaseous, have diarrhea, have all these things that are not exactly fun happen. And there's different levels of reaction. Some just have a mild reaction to having gluten. Others, it's much more intense. And in fact, some who have celiac disease actually cannot eat gluten at all because they actually tear up the lining of the intestines, so it makes it very challenging for the body to actually absorb the food it needs to be healthy. And so those who have celiac disease actually cannot eat gluten at all. So how do you know if you have celiac disease or if you need to limit your gluten? Well, first of all, this is something that only a doctor can truly diagnose. So if you are someone who tends to have a lot of stomach pain and digestive distress, this may be something you want to make an appointment to go talk to your doctor about. Now, if you just have a small amount of distress every once in a while and you're curious about this gluten thing, something that you can do at home is, first of all, take gluten out of your diet for a week. Make sure you're replacing what you had been eating with other foods so that you're still getting enough food in your daily diet. Then, introduce each one of those products, so wheat, barley, rye, and then oats that are associated with gluten, back into your diet 1 or 2 days at a time. And then you can see how your body responds to each one of those things. It can give you an indication of what areas of food might be impacting your digestive system the most. And that may give you an indication of the ones that you want to limit or avoid. But remember, anytime you're making big changes to your diet, it is always a good idea to talk with your physician or a dietitian to make sure you're making the best choices and the healthiest choices for you. So is gluten-free right for everyone? It doesn't need to be. If you do choose to go gluten-free, make sure that you're replacing the food that you've taken out with food that is nutrient-rich, that you're getting enough protein in your system, and that you're getting enough various types of food in your system that you're able to meet the needs of your vitamin and minerals that your body so desperately needs to be healthy, happy, and energized.